everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a different video. I haven't been asked questions about my job personally. Well, I have, but I don't have them written down. So I decided to talk about the industry and my life doing it. So I just kind of want to yap and I want you to listen. I have a lot of topics, and whatever topics you guys like the best, put in the comments. I'll make more thorough, in-depth videos about it later. But I need to see what piques your interest first, okay? First. Small creators versus big creators. No, not everybody makes a whole lot of money. It takes a lot of work. Being pretty isn't enough. I have seen gorgeous girls only make $1,000 to $2,000 a month on this. Sometimes it has to do with work ethic. Sometimes social media just doesn't push people. It's not their fault. I will say I have also come across people who, if they push themselves more, they probably could grow like more, but the job comes with different ways to push yourself. It depends what boundaries each girl has with herself. I went in it like, I'm not gonna show face. And then I showed face. And then I'm only gonna show one thing. And then I wanted more money. And then I started showing another thing. And I would say, this is like 4 or 5 years ago, I was a lot younger. Here and there, like in the beginning, I would feel like disgusted or like sad about myself. I wasn't in a good situation though, and I had to take care of myself some way. Now if I didn't do this, I don't know how I'd work because I am basically disabled. So this job is, in my opinion, I'm pausing on that topic. I believe this job is a survival job. I know people do it because they like to hustle, because they want opportunity, I think that's fine, but I think it's became very oversaturated to the point that the people who do it because they can't do anything else, they have a disability, they can't work a regular job, maybe they have like something going on mentally that stunts them, etc. There's a lot of reasons to use this as a survival mechanism. I, for one, think it's a bit oversaturated to where things are getting 10 times more censored than they used to be. I think it would be easier for people who need to do it for survival if we were still where we were years ago. It's odd because it's a lot more accepted now, but because of that, the platforms have cracked down 10 times more on what is and isn't allowed on their platform. Things have just changed so much, mostly because of the amount of people that do it. I mean, it's great that it's more welcomed. There's a hair on my lip. Next topic. No, I will go back. I was going back to what I was okay with. And then hit, okay, I'm taking pictures, but pictures aren't enough and people want more things. And I need more money. So what do? You do more things that you're not comfortable with. All my life, I had never done solo activities, ever. I was in my early 20s. Never done any of that, not for myself, not for anything. And with this job, I started doing it for my first time just for content. And it goes on and on and on. And you learn more and you get more comfortable with it. But it is a little sad. And then I was never gonna show face while doing that stuff. And then later on, face is wanted, so I show face. I was never gonna do something with another person because I had feelings against that, but I needed more money. So I ended up doing that. And it's crazy because after the first few times, it's like you get really desensitized and you stop caring. To make money in this job, if you have goals for yourself, I'm gonna also say, if you are not a big famous, big face, public figure, you don't get to just take one picture and be done. It is constant work. I'm not even into the promotion section. I'm talking about the inside. You have to do these things multiple times a week. You always need new content. Let's pretend you are someone who doesn't have a wide range of subscribers that are constantly coming in. If it's slower, what do you need for those people that like to stay? New stuff. What I've had to do things to myself. At the very least, make four 4 new videos a week. That's been for 5 years. And it sounds like not a lot, like, oh, you're like, oh, just 4, but like, how many people want to do stuff even though they don't want to do stuff? Like, you're not in the mood. You're not doing it all the time because it's like, wow, this is the time of day that I'm really excited. Got to pull the camera out. I mean, I know we make it look pretty, but not all the time do you want to do these things. And you do it anyways because you need money and you have to do it. And you have to come with new ideas and new things to do and study other videos. And what do people want? Make a new request, this, that. What I want to go off of that topic with is the people who I keep seeing on social media, especially on TikTok. There's a lot of back and forth between the girls that do crazy stuff and the girls that lie about doing crazy stuff and sell whatever. Good for you if you get to just post Instagram pictures and maybe like show a little peek of something and still make like $1 bazillion. You have to be really famous for that to be a thing. I'm not famous. I am not like big, but I know that like because my platforms are grown bigger, I'm sure people look at me like maybe I have it easier and people just are like, oh, you're just so pretty. Let me just give you this and this and this. I still have to make a lot of like things to sell. And there are creators that are so big when I see these like back and forths about, oh, well, at least I do real content and like I do real videos while these other girls are lying. But I look at how big they are and I look at their stuff. These girls are so big. They have the luxury that yes, you get to do things to yourself and make money and you're not lying about it. But I don't think these big creators understand the luxury that you're so big that you get to do one collab a month, one video every 1 or 2 weeks. I don't know what their managements are having them do, but like when I look at their pages and what they offer and when they offer new videos, and I'm sure maybe they have pre-made stuff that they have to make maybe every like once in a while, but like, yes, you can make whatever content and brag about it, but I also feel like some people don't understand that they have the luxury to make one video every once in a while and be so famous that's all that they have to do. That is a luxury, to be that big, to be that famous, to not have to do things to your body, whether you want to or not, because you need money. Like, I'm not per se complaining. This is my life. I don't care. I'm proud of myself. And I just want to talk about the industry. It's not all being pretty. I'm not the prettiest in the world. I edit the crap out of my pictures. I wear filters. I get 10 times more insecure about my body. I started this job, I think 109 pounds. I'm only 134 right now. And I feel like I'm the biggest person in the world because once I get on the camera and I see like any like little, I'm used to being all growing up, like stick thin, really tiny. I look healthy now. I look so healthy. Like I'm still insecure looking at myself, but I look like a healthy person when I look at myself. I don't have a face full of surgery that is perfected or like fillers at all or anything. I would love to do that, but I would rather edit and wear filters than do that because I'm sorry, I still have to see my family and stuff like that. And like, I don't know. I don't hate, when I look in the mirror, I don't hate myself. When I have to take content for this job and compare myself to others, I can hate myself. I do still in general get insecure about my weight outside of the job. I do. I don't know. I feel like this is such a depressing like topic to go through, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I don't see people talk about on the topic, and I kind of want to touch these topics, and I don't have anywhere to talk about them to where people really listen. So yeah, that's kind of like the dark part of it, I guess. And I'm not even like into the topic of the promoting side of it. You know what I mean? I think too, the people who join now, confidence-wise and how they feel about themselves, generally is going to feel just proud and better than how I would have felt in 2020, especially because of how I started. But that doesn't mean that there's not a bunch of girls that don't go through that too. So I have a love and hate. I am trying to find like other things to do because like as I get older, I love social media, but do I, with all my health issues, always need to be like doing X, Y, and Z? So I don't know. It's really hard finding a backup plan though when you have health issues. I don't have a choice of going in person places. I don't have a choice of always leaving the house or traveling. In order to make money, it has to be from home. And to build a business only from home, it's not that simple. And after you make the amount of money that you do from this job, with how far I've come and the amount of people that I take care of, not worth it. But anyways, that's my topic of the day. Leave your comments and questions below. We can do part 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do smaller topics, other topics. But anyways, bye. Like and subscribe.